Alright, welcome back to Hit List, where we look at the latest hits that should be on your music list. And Howie, World Wide Web, I got a doozy. So usually with bands, I keep it in the realms of reality, but I'm going to go outside of that and go to the little bit more absurd, the wacky, the silly, the goofy, but also the serious. You'll understand what I'm saying a little bit later on. I'm talking about the psychedelic Australian band King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. A lot of rhyming. Dr. Seuss would be very proud of this group. Now, this group is known, very infamous around the indie, alternative, psychedelic rock block. They're known to really transcend multiple different genres. And that's really seen back in 2017. They created not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 albums in one single year. Mind was blown. So that's an unbelievable feat that this band could do, showing that they're dedicated and that they're not really a typical band. And so in 2019, this year, they released Fishing for Fishies, which is their newest album, and really proving that they are a sort of unorthodox band, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. They've went from acoustic to indie to psychedelic man to heavy metal, and now with this album, you're gonna see a lot of blues, groove, and boogie. Now it's called Fishing for Fishies, so you're gonna assume, okay, it's a lot about fish. It's actually very environmental, which is definitely a plus. A lot of people may think that that could be overhanded, it could be forced down your throats, but the music is just so catchy. You can't help but feel like, you know what, I shouldn't fish for fish now. Because it gets in your head, fishing for fishies, I won't do that. It's sort of like brainwashing because the song is so good. Yeah, the opening track is the actual title of the album, Fishing for Fishies. And you see a lot of different elements. You get some piano, you got a lot of blues elements. A big part is a harmonica, which plays throughout but nearly the entirety of the album. You'll think at the end of this album that a harmonica is a staple for rock music because it just fits in perfectly with a guitar, with a bass, with drums, which seems unheard of, seems obscene, but it works out. And later on, you get other instruments. You get harps even, you get synthesizers. It's a little crazy. So if I were to describe definitely the first half of this album with Fishing for Fishies, Boogeyman Sam, the Bird song Plastic Boogie, and maybe even Cruel Millennial, it's definitely something you could dance to, wiggle to, and also promote the environment with. But later on, it gets back to the more psychedelic roots with Real's Not Real. This thing, especially Akron and Psy Boogie. So you get that psychedelic rock that you come to know and love by the group, but you still get this very unique sound that's very, very special and unique to this one album in particular. So it's not their typical sound, but it's familiar enough for you to really appreciate. And the album does close with a very different song compared to the rest of the album. It's called Psy Boogie, and it's a lot more electronic. It almost feels like it should be part of like a Sonic game if you listen to the music, to the actual tune. And it has those environmental themes that really ties together a cohesive, enjoyable, and really poignant album that you should listen to. So again, that's King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Fishing for Fishies. Check it out.